Thank you, Randy. And we are live in our newsroom with members from the Michigan Association of Certified Public Accountants, and they're taking your tax questions today. At 5 o'clock, you can start calling in at 1-877-ABC-12-TV or 1-877-222-1288. And the members here from the Michigan Association of Certified Public Accountants will answer your tax questions. And this year, you can also ask a question on our Facebook page, and someone will answer your question via our Facebook page. Again, at 5 o'clock, you can begin calling in. You can ask your question on our Facebook page right now if you would like to. Any tax question that you may have, if you've not filed your taxes yet, this is a perfect opportunity for you to get answers to some of your tax questions. So give our representatives a call this afternoon starting at 5 o'clock, 1-877-ABC-12-TV or 1-877-222-1288. And you can also ask your question on our Facebook page. Terry?
Well, the deadline to file your income taxes is April 15th, and you probably have a lot of questions. ABC 12 has assembled a team of experts tonight to help you get some answers. They are standing by now to take your calls, and ABC 12's Dawn Jones is in the newsroom now with our panel. Dawn?
Well, hi there, Angie. Yes, we are right in the middle of tax filing season. You know, the tax filing deadline is coming up on April 15th. And for those of our viewers who have not filed their taxes as of yet, this is a perfect opportunity to get all of their questions answered. As you mentioned, we have assembled a panel of experts, and they're from the Michigan Association of Certified Public Accountants. We have with us this afternoon Jennifer Heatwall. She's from Plant Moran. Akshay Kapoor joins us again from Lewis and Knopf. Rebecca Millsap from Yo and Yo, and Jeff Sabalish also joins us again from Lewis and Knopf. And Jeff, why don't you tell us what's been the most pressing tax question for this year?
What we hear a lot about is the new provisions regarding the Affordable Care Act, Dawn. They're complicated. What taxpayers can do, variety of sources. The best one probably is through irs.gov to look that up. Other things that are new in the tax law, you can look to our association's website, micpa.org, or the state of Michigan website, michigan.gov. A lot of good sources for the taxpayers out there to find out what's new, how to help solve their complexities. Those are some of the best places to go.
Okay, thank you, Jeff, for joining us. And of course, we're going to be taking your calls at 1-877-ABC-12-TV or 1-877-222-1288 until 6:30 this evening. And we also want to mention that Angela Rode from Ballard and Van Fletteren is also joining us today, and she's taking your questions on our Facebook page. So that's an option for you this year. You can put your question on our Facebook page, and as I mentioned, Angela Rode, she will be there to answer your questions there. The number again is 1-877-ABC-12-TV or 1-877-222-1288.
Filling out your tax forms can sure be frustrating. ABC 12 is here to help. We have a team of tax experts ready to take your calls. ABC 12's Dawn Jones is in the newsroom now with them. Dawn, what kinds of questions are they getting?
Well, good afternoon to you, Angie. We're getting all kinds of questions coming into our newsroom this afternoon, and also on our Facebook page where people can feel free to ask their question there. We have assembled a panel of experts to take all of your tax questions this afternoon. As I've mentioned before, we're right in the middle of tax season. Many people still have not filed yet, and they have some questions, and those questions are coming in this afternoon. We're being joined by Rebecca Millsap. She's from Yo and Yo, and she took a very interesting question not too long ago, and it's about filing for a deceased loved one. And, you know, it's a very interesting question. Should you file if your loved one is deceased?
You do. If it's not your spouse and it's someone else, you still need to file a final return. That person could be getting a refund, and you would want to file to get that refund.
And, you know, many people are concerned about the legality of that. You know, so that is legal to file for a deceased loved one?
It is legal. There's an extra form you need to file stating that either you're court appointed. If you're not court appointed, you still can indicate that you are going to pay out that refund according to the laws.
Okay, and so if that person owes, then you'll be responsible for that as well?
If that person owes, you are responsible. If you are the heir of the estate, then you are responsible for the payment as well.
Okay, thank you very much. And, you know, they're taking all kinds of questions. If you have a tax question, this is a perfect opportunity to get some answers to your tax questions for absolutely free. Our panel of experts are going to be here in our newsroom until 6:30. The number to call is 1-877-ABC12-TV or 1-877-222-1288. And you can also ask your question on our Facebook page. There is someone there to answer your question on our Facebook page right now. Angie?
Don, thank you.
The tax deadline is fast approaching. To help you get all your tax forms in order, ABC 12 has assembled a team of experts ready to take your calls. ABC 12's Don Jones is in the newsroom now with more. Dawn.
Well, hi there, Terry. We are live in our newsroom talking with our panel of tax experts, taking viewer questions this afternoon about all of their tax issues. It's a perfect opportunity if you've not filed your taxes yet. The April 15th deadline, that is. It's fast approaching, and many people are still right in the middle of filing their taxes, and they have many questions. This year, asking a question on our Facebook page is an option, and many people are taking us up on that option and answering your questions on our Facebook page is Angela Rode. She's from Ballard and Van Fletteren. And Angela, thanks so much for joining us today.
All right, well, thank you for having me.
Now, one of the biggest issues that you've dealt with so far on our Facebook page today is the 1095-A form and the Affordable Care Act. Explain that scenario to us.
Okay, well, basically the 1095-A is anyone who bought insurance out on the marketplace, and they really need that form to file their tax return because if they got credits, they're either going to have to pay some of the credit back or get more credits depending on their income. So one of the questions had to do with the girl who's tried to get the copy for the last 2 years. She can't download it from her account. So one of the things that I'm concerned about for her would be I'd want to know how accurately did she report her income to the marketplace? Because one of the ways I would probably recommend her to do is just file the return and potentially amend later. But first she needs to be aware that if she overestimated her income, she would get some of the credit back. But if she underestimated her income, she could owe more money back. So that could be an option.
Okay, and that's one way to help her with the issue she's having with her 1095-A form. And again, you can ask your question on our Facebook page. Angela is here to answer those questions. We also have a number of experts on the panel taking your phone calls at 1-877-ABC12-TV or 1-877-222-1288. Back to you.
Deadline to file your 2014 income taxes is April 15th, less than a month away. But before you get ready to prepare your returns, get some of those tough tax questions answered by our experts right now. ABC 12's Don Jones is live in the newsroom now with the Michigan Association of Certified Public Accountants, who are here to take your tax questions. Hi, Don.
Well, hi there, Angie. They've been here all afternoon since 5 o'clock taking those tax questions from our viewers, and it's all free of charge. The call is toll-free, 1-877-ABC12-TV or 1-877-222-1288. We have a panel of experts who are here taking the questions this year. An option is also asking your question online on our Facebook page. There's an accountant who can answer your question there. We're being joined now by Akshay Kapoor. He's from Lewis and Knopp, and he's been here answering your questions this afternoon. And you took a question about foreclosures, and what did you advise that caller to do?
I've got a question regarding foreclosure, that how do we report it to the tax return, and do we have to report it to the tax return? And yes, you do have to report in the tax return. You might be able to get an exclusion depending upon your financial condition.
Okay, and you also took some health insurance questions as well.
Yes, I've been getting calls regarding how much penalties they have to pay, if any. Yes, if you didn't have insurance, you have to pay the penalty, about $95 or 1% of your income, whichever is higher.
Okay, thank you, Akshay. And Akshay is going to be here until 6:30 taking your questions this afternoon. He, along with the rest of our panel of experts who are here taking your questions. That number again is 1-877-ABC12-TV, 1-877-222-1288. And this is a perfect opportunity to get some free advice and get some free answers to your tax questions. And don't forget, you can also ask your question on our Facebook page. There's someone there who can answer your question through that medium as well. Again, the number is 1-877-ABC12-TV, and our panel of experts will be here until 6:30. Back to you, Angie.
or JR. Doesn't matter. Thanks, Don, very much. Very good information there. Today, highest temperatures did manage to move up into the 40s, near 40 degrees, with a breeze in off of Lake Huron in the eastern parts of the area and near the Saginaw Bay. But away from the water's edge, temperatures moved into the mid-40s. That's right where we should be for this time of the year. Tomorrow, everyone will be warmer. Your forecast is coming up.